acquaintance be forgotten and forgot to mind? We'll drink a cup of kindness for the sake of all mankind. La 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 should all acquaintance be forgotten and forgot to mind? We'll drink.
Happy New Year, everyone. The first live stream for 2026. I am excited. Hello, hello, my besties and explorers. It is absolutely wonderful to have you all here tonight. I wasn't sure if I'd get many people, but it looks like the house is full. Who do we have here? Let's have a look. Trude, Happy New Year. G'day Van Houser, how are you? Happy New Year. Well, I know it's a bit late, it's 9 days in, but this is my first live stream, so I just have to do it. Oh, you're naughty, Trude. Hello John, how are you? Happy New Year. Oops-a-daisy, I've lost my place. Grumpy Bear, hello. Hey, gorgeous guy, I lost my babysitter suddenly if you don't. This is exactly the light. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm sorry you lost your babysitter. I hope not under horrible circumstances. And I hope you find a new one very soon. Look, I am going to be honest. I had a shower about 7:30. And even though I put on some makeup, I'm actually in my nightie. I'm back to work tomorrow, back to reality. I was really enjoying not knowing what day of the week it was. But now I have to know what day of the week it is because, like I said, I'm back to work tomorrow. Where am I up to? Grumpy Bear. I've just said hello to Grumpy Bear. D, hello D. Happy New Year to you. And who else is here? That's it. John, I said hello to D, Van Houser. And Joe, hello Joe. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Janet. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful start to your new year, because I know Meidre and Werner did, and I've got some show and tell for you. Oh, your message to Van is under review. Can somebody can somebody approve it for me, please? I don't know if I can get to my things from here. Oh, live chat, there we go. Open panel. There we go. If it's been done, let me know. Just in case I can't find it. But there we go. Hey D, been a while, but I'm gonna make this rather quick as I need to sleep. Going to Parks tomorrow. Nice. Eagle Eye John. Hello, Auntie Heather. Yes, hello, Auntie Heather. It is your friend and Auntie Heather. It's good to see everyone. It's good to have everyone back. I'm excited to be back and getting into the swing of things. Absolutely. Werner's here. Do you want to say hello to everyone, Werner?
Hey.
Hey, Werner just made me a 2 terabyte hard drive so I can get everything off my phone and off the iCloud and into a hard drive so I can organise it a bit better. Let's hope it works. Michael, hello Michael, walking with Mikey. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Tell me how you all spent your New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, your Christmas. It's been a while. I haven't really been posting much. Mostly just random stuff. But I'm getting back into the swing of things. I've got I can't remember what it's called. I've got to pick the... Oh, no. What do you call it? A poll on my home post page about the first video you want me to edit for 2026. You got the option of a group of shops with stuff with the memorabilia left inside. There's a 1920s wool factory. I've got the Wanby, abandoned town, and what was the other one? I can't remember. Doesn't matter, but it's on my homepage. Go have a look and cast your vote. Joe's on the couch enjoying a functioning air conditioning. We are fortunate enough, we have had so much hot weather. We've had a bit of a heat wave since Monday. It started getting warm. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today it's finally cooled off. It's been over 30 degrees, over 40 degrees, like 43 degrees or thereabouts, hovering in that area. For those who are from the United States, that's around about 109 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so Happy New Year, Toxic. Welcome in. Oh, my thing's playing up. Oh, gosh. And who else is there? Who else has just come in? Oh, Penelope. Happy New Year, Penelope. Great to see you. Van Houser says hello, Wernie.
Hey, Van House.
I don't know if you can hear that, but big fires in Victoria. Oh no. Oh, that's no good. I think we're lucky here to have escaped a fire in South Australia, considering the hot winds and hot weather. But I think the cool change came in very subtly, and it didn't create storms. So that's a bit of a shame, really. But never mind. Happy New Year, Shelley. Welcome in. Okay, good night, Joe. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Mum has been told to get out. Oh no. Oh dear. That's no good. What's she gonna do? She gonna say get out? Yeah, so tell me how you spent your New Year and your Christmas. Yeah, well that's the main thing, that she's safe. Absolutely. Oh, Drew's just finished dinner. Spaghetti bolognese, spag bowl. Nice. I feel so sorry for Victorians. I don't. Oh, well, I do. That's just the South Australian rivalry. Happy New Year, Shelley. Last Friday night live for me for a while. Back to work on Tuesday next week. Oh. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The hottest day ended up being that day you went exploring without me. Yeah, I reckon it was, but we were fortunate enough that we took our time a bit. We paced ourselves a bit more. Yes, 109 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so let's talk about the trip. We had a wonderful time. It was very impromptu. Well, not very impromptu. We planned it for a couple of weeks. 4. Wow. John says hello, Werner.
Hi, John.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Grumpy Bear, I'm so sorry. I thought I read. Oh my god, how embarrassing. I thought I read babysitter. Oh, your baby sister. Oh, Grumpy Bear, that's so sad. Oh my god, my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you lots and lots of hugs. Absolutely. Oh, that's terrible. Well, between you and me, it was just a crop farmer on the on the in the paddock, and the dust was just flying all over the road. It got really, really bad, but it wasn't really a dust storm. Oh dear. Yeah, no, it was awful. Oh wow, that would have been scary. Was it near you, Dee? I didn't even realise there were. I'm too tired to watch the news at the moment. Oh, Happy New Year, Megan. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, no, we had a wonderful time, and we met up with Van Houser. We finally got to meet Van Houser at long last. So we arrived on Monday afternoon, and I got it. The internet there was terrible, absolutely horrible. So we just couldn't. I couldn't do much at all. I'd have to sit in a certain spot to get one bar on my phone so I could use the internet. So doing anything like uploading or I could just text and that was it, pretty much. Certainly uploading any videos or footage or photos was virtually impossible. So we got in touch with Van Houser and we arranged to meet for coffee the next morning. So now get this, okay. I have to tell you that every time Werner, Drew and I, whatever the case may be, go on holidays, I never expect to leave the flat before 10, sometimes even 11. Never in either my left brain or my right brain would I ever imagine that we would be ready before 10 to do anything. Even 10 is stretching it if I poked the bear. Anyway, so I arranged to meet Van Houser thinking 10 o'clock should be enough time to get us all dressed and ready and organised and up there. Well, we don't have to go far. And so Tuesday morning comes, 8:30. Everyone is sitting around, ready, dressed and raring to go. And Werner's grizzling because he's bored. Drew's just doing his thing and I'm doing my thing. And they're all like, well, can we get in touch with Van Houser and get him to come earlier or meet us earlier or whatever? I'm like, well, look, I can try. So I did message Van Houser, but in the end, we end up meeting around about 9:45. So the coffee shop, we didn't like the coffee shop in Chirawi, so we end up in Peterborough and had coffee there. Oh, Peterborough. I vote Peterborough as the rudest town ever. The rudest. We came across so many grumpy freaking assholes that you could ever wish to imagine. But I won't go there. I won't go there. I'm just checking the chat to see if I've lost anyone. If anyone new's come in. No, I think I think I'm right. Yep. And anyway, so we ended up heading back to Tarawi, back to Dares Hill, and we started on the Dares Hill track. Day one was absolutely brilliant. We came across ghost towns and stations and little houses and all sorts, and even there was even a car graveyard, an abandoned house that Werner flew his drone over. I didn't fly my drone over. I don't know why. I think it was windy. It was either windy or it was too far for my drone. I'm not too sure which. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some wonderful new content and some from the archives as well.
I did some research.
Okay. Yes, Werner.
So the road we were travelling down was called Old Dump Roads,
Yeah.
and so I said to Drew, I said, "Oh, I wonder if there was a dump around here." And the day before, without knowing, Drew had found a big pile of old rusted cars, and but it was on Google Maps, so it was a long way to walk. Anyway, just before that, no, actually, just after that pile of rusted old cars and utes and those trucks, there was an old cottage, and like an abandoned cottage, and I thought, all right, I'm going to get the drone out and just see if we can see what it actually is. So I flew the drone over it, and yeah, so there was all these rusted cars. There was a whole heap of garbage and bits of metal and some old trucks there, and yeah, so the dump was closed in 1989, I think. Yeah, it used to be an old dump. So yeah, so that was a good find. So I droned over it. So I'll put that video up. And yesterday, was it yesterday? No, it was Wednesday. Heather and Drew didn't want to go to the old cottage. The cottage was about a 15-minute walk. So I went for that walk, and I did the explore of the old cottage, and that was really good. I did see an old rusted car from like early 1930s, but it had rubble all over it. So the reason for that was it was parked in an old barn, and the roof had fallen down and fallen on top of the car, but you could still make out what it was, because you could see like a dashboard, and there was an old radiator which belonged to the car, and then the metal wheels, like wagon wheels. So I'm estimating that car would probably be early 1930s when they first came out. So that was a bonus, just seeing that. And then I went into the old cottage, and that was just a cottage from the bygone era. It was really good. Yeah, but I'll put those videos up, and you'll be able to see it. Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Werner's not off to bed. He's still on holidays. Rot his soul. So anyway, getting back to Michael, I have done 2 videos on Tarawi already. I did want to try and get the drone out, but I did. The conditions weren't conducive enough for me to get the drone out at all that entire
I'll give you my footage of it.
I'll tell you while I roll my eyes in a minute. Yeah, so I've already done 2 videos on Tarawi, and I didn't want to go back and do the same sort of thing. I couldn't think of anything different to do, so I left the... I actually didn't worry about the township of Tarawi as such. That's why I focused on Dares Hill Circuit to do something slightly different. Now, there is an infamous murder that happened in Tarawi, which I would have liked to have done. A couple of places where I would have liked to investigate. But by the time we got finished, we got back, had dinner and stuff. It was just too hot, too exhausted, and I just couldn't do a night investigation. I did think about doing a daytime investigation, but we sort of wanted to get things done as well. Okay, here comes Wernie. That's his new car.
That's our new exploring car. I got it today. I picked it up today.
So there you go.
So it's a Toyota Urban Cross hybrid, and it's an all-wheel drive, so it'll get us through the rough terrain.
It's whatever in his footage sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yes, unfortunately, I think he will. Everyone will lose their looks. Oh no! Thank God I just shaved them this morning. Yeah, Werner's very, very, very generous with his footage sharing. If I can't get anything, he goes, "Oh, you can just have mine." And like when it comes to getting the actual footage, it just doesn't happen. But I thought, well, what's the point of having a drone if I'm just going to use Werner's footage anyway? So I may as well just not have a drone. So anyway, yeah, so I didn't see the ghosts in the hall. Did you say the church? The ghost in the church? Yeah, I didn't see that one. But yes, I do have a little bit of a show and tell for you. Yeah, it is nice. Happy birthday, Tatty. Welcome in. Happy birthday. What am I saying? I'm getting tired already. Happy New Year. Welcome in. Oh, Shelley's got a Toyota hybrid as well. Oh, Banshee. Happy New Year, Banshee. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year. How many people in there? I'm going to see if I can... Oh, it's on top chat. I'll go to live chat. Oh, that might be a bit better. Oh, it doesn't really say. Oh, never mind. Oh, 14 in the chat right now. That's pretty good. Welcome into all the 14 people here. So, yes, oh, look, Van Housen is the loveliest man. I was going to say boy, because anybody at my age, everyone is just a boy these days. Lovely man. One of the nicest men you could ever wish to meet. We had a wonderful time exploring. So, the Tuesday night, right, we... yeah, because we went out exploring on the Tuesday. We got home fairly late. So Tuesday night, we went to the local park and used the electric barbecue there. And believe me, that was not fun. That was absolutely filthy. The barbecue was filthy. There were just bugs everywhere. I couldn't cook. I wasn't doing a very good job at the cooking. But anyway... And yeah, so we left it. We ended up having dinner, just packed up, went to bed. Then that was Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Van Houser couldn't come with us because he had things to do. Yeah, Wednesday. So we just went out exploring on our own. And came back, and it was Van Houser's turn to cook dinner that night, which I was eternally grateful for. Got some wonderful puppies, some dachshunds, 4 of them actually. And I think one of them, at least one of them's gay. Two girls, two boys. I think at least one of them's gay. So anyway, the service station where we stay, the service station / motel where we stayed, it was comfortable. It was cheap. It was comfortable. It wasn't what you would call 5-star rating, but it was good for what we needed. But there was this one girl that obviously does crafts and sells them at the shop. So I bought this. It reminded me of the Sophia Petrillo handbag in the Golden Girls. And I thought, oh my goodness, this can be my Sophia Petrillo handbag. I thought it was so cute. I think it's diamond art. It was so damn cute, I had to buy it. I absolutely had to buy it. I love it. So I'm just going to walk around like Sophia Petrillo for the rest of my life, clutching my handbag. Anyway, so having said that, Van Houser gave us a couple of stickers. Tarawi sticker. And another Tarawi sticker. That was nice. One for each of us. Whereas Tarawi, where the ruling gauges meet in South Australia. And then we got one of these stickers each. We've got a Van Houser sticker. Yay! Isn't that cute? And this one. Where's the other one? He gave us a few actually. He gave us a few. Oh, there we are. There's the other one. Nomadic van life. That's awesome. I've got to find a place to stick it. Stick my sticker. Somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll find it. I'll find a spot. So yeah, I got quite a nice little. That was quite a nice gift. Thank you so much. Oh, you've got some photos to share with Van Houser, Drew, and him, and I don't have any of Van Houser and Werner, but I've got some of me and him and Drew, and a short video that I'll post eventually. But yeah, it was quite nice. Yeah. Beautiful dogs. One was in love with me, apparently. Pugs are adorable. Oh yeah, Drew had a little car accident too. Yeah, isn't it awesome? I love my little handbag. Yeah, sausage dogs. Absolutely. Oh, nice, nice. Nice. Very nice. Yes, I wish I could have a dog, but the way that I have to work all the time, and Werner's never home, I wouldn't leave a dog home. I couldn't. If I was only working 1 or 2 days a week, yes, that's fine. I could possibly do it then, but otherwise, nope. Oh, thank you, everyone. I'm glad you like my bag. I love my bag. I left it there. I looked at it. I loved it. I wanted it on the spot, but I was very good, and I walked out and I didn't buy it then. And I came back the very next morning, and I ran to the servo, ran from my room, all 500 meters from the room to the servo, and got my handbag. Toxia. Saying hello to Megan. I love dogs, so I'm always curious with dogs. Kitty cats, I'm always like cuddle time. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we had a wonderful time, and then Thursday was going to be all about exploring and going home, exploring while we're going home. But fortunately, we just went home instead. It was too hot to go exploring, and we just spent the 2.5 hours just going back home. Why didn't want to get his dust over his car anymore? Because he was trading his old car in. Yes. Yeah, what else did I have to say? I'm doing a photo frame, massive one, where I'm sticking all my stickers from travel so I can keep them forever. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I need to do something with all the stickers that I collect. No. You're a bag queen? Oh. I was trying to think of something funny to say, like I'm in some kind of stand-up comedian type thing, but I couldn't think of anything. I'm not that quick. I'm not that quick. I can't think on my feet that quickly. Oh, Drew's car was just amazing. Working on, yes. Keep a badge off her, Drew. Your thing, you can't stand handbags. Actually, I have to admit, I've been doing a lot of, with work, I've been carrying a backpack around. It's a lot better. I must admit that I very rarely use actual handbags anymore, just backpacks, mainly. Which has been very useful, and even just going shopping now, all I just do is carry my phone, because everything I need is on my phone. I pay for everything through my phone, and I've got a little card holder that holds a few cards that I need. Gone are the days where you've got a card for everything. Do you remember when you had a credit card and a bank card and a Visa card and a Myers card and a Johnny's card and I think I even had a David Jones card, and cards are everything. You lay by card. Now everything's done online. I had 100 back. Really? Oh, you are the bag queen. I hope you had enough room for them all. I've barely got enough for the few that I have. People call me a bag. No, they don't. They call me an old bag. Really? Oh, wow. I haven't seen a buckle bag for years. They were the bomb. And you used to put key rings on them? Was it key rings? Don't even see them around anymore. I had only one: weddings, funerals, leather backpack. So yeah, back to work tomorrow. Air pockets are good. And just a bag. Drew the Dior bag. So, do you want to know what it's really like travelling with Werner and Drew? Or do you not want to know? I kind of wish there was some secure enough card that would do all the shops, credit, debit, etc. Yeah. Majority of the time I carry phone and keys. Yeah, That's all I do. I leave the keys in the glove box. So I'm just carrying the phone. 3 buckle bags, wow. I don't even know if you can get them in the op shops anymore. I rest my case. My ex had a man bag. He was a dickhead anyway. He thought he was better than what he was. A friend of mine had heaps of Hermes bags. Hermes bags? Hermes Birkin bag. Hermes Birkin bags. I've never heard. Heard of Hermes? Annabelle. Annabelle. Oh, I ignored your 3 emojis. I'm so sorry, Annabelle. Happy New Year to you. How are you? Okay, Banji's got some stuff to do. Probably something for her new puppies. Yay. I want a mini Kelly. Oh my god, this is going straight over my head. Yeah, I don't know what a Kelly bag is. I've never heard of a Kelly bag. Spill the beans. Yeah, I miss using cash. I really do. There was nothing better than seeing a $50 or $100 note in your purse for, you know, at least an hour. Before you have to hand it over. There was nothing better than saying, what is it? And I do have change for 100. And then I was watching an old, this is going back to the 80s, late 70s, very early 80s. And, they were playing pool. These guys were playing pool. And I think the pool was like 20 cents a game. And they go, well, you're shout to play for the next game. He goes, oh, I've only got $2 and I don't want to break it. I do not. And I remember my mum, who remembers this, right, that you would go to the shops and if you didn't have enough change, you wouldn't break a note. If you didn't have enough change, you wouldn't buy it because you didn't want to break the note. Does anybody remember doing that? I know a lot of, some of you won't. I've got a blue one, a black one, and the, oh wow. Is that the buckle bags? Hermes. Oh, Hermes. You mean Hermes, yes. Cash certainly is king toxic. Yeah. I only use handbags if I have to as an accessory to make my outfit look wonderful. Oh, hang on. True's just sent me a photo. Oh, that's the herpes bag. Oh, they look nice. I'll tell you when I go out walking to the country, because the country folks love cash. They do. Country people prefer cash over card. Oh yeah, it would bulk up your purse and your wallet, but that was good. And then you knew, right? You'd go out and you go to the bank or you go to the ATM, and you would get your money out, and you knew how much you had to spend. And once you started going through the coins, you knew that you were running out of money to spend for that night. And it's like, oh gosh, You either then choose to go to an ATM and get more out, or you go home, depending on what your budget is and whether you still want to stay out or not, you know. I went to the casino today. First time I used cash. Yes, only spent a small amount. Enjoyed the gaming machines for about 10 minutes. Oh, God, yes. Oh, did you hear they're thinking of getting rid of the pokies in South Australian pubs? Not the casinos, but the actual pubs as well. That would be interesting to see if that happens. Yeah, it would be interesting to bring back the $2 and $1 notes. I didn't mind breaking a 5. I didn't mind breaking a 2. I didn't mind breaking a 1. But I wouldn't break a 10. I'd be hard pressed to break a 10. Breaking a 20 and a 50 would just break my heart. And then you get out your coins and you give them like $20 plus the coin so you can get a note back. And then you felt rich. Yes. Well, if she only played for 10 minutes, I don't think she won. I don't know. I could be wrong. Absolutely mighty. Put your card on Google Wallet keys in pocket. Put your card on Google Wallet keys in pocket. Yeah. Just had fun pressing the button and hoping for the best. I know. Herpes. I would use a handbag, but I didn't want to make everyone envious. Are you designer or retro? Do you prefer the designer bags or the retro bags or the unique bags? I had a boob and a waistcoat bag, like a, not a waistcoat, like a bag that was like a corset with boobs coming out. Fun fact, travel to country Japan, you need cash, no FPOS. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought that the entire country would have had access to that sort of thing. Yeah, that's interesting, if you know what I mean. I remember the penny jar by the counter. If you were short a few cents, you can take it from there. If you didn't want to take out the pennies, you put it in the jar. If you were short a few cents, you could take it from there. And if you didn't want to take the pennies, you put it in the jar. Oh, wow. That's sort of like... I mean, I've never seen that. That we've never done that in Australia, and I've never seen it. But it's sort of like an early version of paying it forward, isn't it? That's a wonderful idea. There's nothing worse than, I remember scratching around for the last cent to come up with the final cost. Shelley, my sister, is like you. She's like, no idea, let's see what happens, and press like the $5 press, and then had her $50 go in 3 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. I use my card. I have my phone on my Apple Wallet, and I use that. That's right. You need cash if you want to go to a garage sale. If you want to go country. If you want to pay for a sex worker. You know, all these little things that you need cash for. If you want to pay someone for a like under the table job, like I used to pay my mum, I'd have to get money out the bank every week to pay my mother to do my housework for me. I've been searching for more buckle bags. Never found another, sadly. Found the one I gave at an op shop. Oh, okay. We don't have pokies over here, Heather, only at the casino. Yeah, we didn't have pokies at all. None whatsoever until 1986, I think it was. And they opened up all pubs, all clubs to have pokies, and it went mad for a while. And like we used to have trips, like day trips from Adelaide to Wentworth, or Adelaide and somewhere else, like bus tours, so that people could drive to Wentworth, play the pokies, and come back again. You know, and having the pokies in Adelaide, you know, obviously got killed all those businesses off. Honestly, look, for me, do what you like, live your life, yada yada yada. But I found that the pokies actually ruined the social aspect of going out for dinner, because you'd want to talk to someone, and they're out in the pokies, and in the end, people are spending all day. The people who are losing the most money are the ones who can least afford to lose the most money, and they usually lose it, you know, with their pension and stuff. It's very easy. It's like a social outing. If you're lonely, you can go to the pokies, be out, be with people, have a drink, and not have to worry about the fact that you're there by yourself. It's it's something you can do that is you can do by yourself, and you don't have to look silly being there by yourself. Whereas a lot of people will not go and have dinner by themselves, or go out for lunch by themselves, or go and have a coffee by themselves. For some reason, that's my way of thinking anyway. You know, because I never used to have, I was always very self-conscious about having lunch or a coffee just by myself. I would never do it. Once upon a time, it would have to be with a friend or something. But then, I don't know what happened. Something happened. I just did it one day and got used to it. Now I do it all the time. I don't give a shit. In actual fact, I prefer it that way. Oh dear, oh dear. I think I happily paid $10, $10.25 odd years ago. Oh, okay. Nice. I remember finding a bottle and cashing it in for 10 cents and get lying a bag of 1.5 cent. Oh yes. This was 40 years ago. And bottles are still... No, weren't they 5 cents then? I'm pretty sure they were 5 cents. They've only just, not that long ago, started being 10 cents. But yeah, all the delis, all the delis here, like the you call them the snack bars over there. You know, all the shops that sold lollies and chips and things, that you could actually take your bottles and swap them for lollies. Yes, I don't hate them, but I just think they ruined a good night out. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, to each their own. I remember, I was at a family dinner. I don't know how, it was many years ago. And it must have been, I don't know, a few years after they came in, I don't know. But we were in the front bar, and I had $1 in my pocket. Just $1. And I played the minimum bet, the maximum lines, to the best of my knowledge. Because, I mean, I have played them before, and I knew what I was doing. But I only had the $1. And I ended up winning something like, on that $1, I ended up winning something like $300 or $400 just on that one press. The thing went mental. Ding, 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 and it was all flashing and yada yada yada. It was a hell of a it was a hell of a lot of money. I might even be underestimating how much I won. And it was the owls with the blinks. They blink at you. I can't remember what it's called, but I got 3 owls in the centre, and it was blinking at me. And the prize win shot up to X to start off with. It was like whatever. It didn't start from 1 and go up. It started from like 20,000 and went up from there. And I'm having an absolute heart attack. I'm just like, oh my God. And you know, some lady came up to me and said, do you know, it is so nice to see someone win something like that and actually get excited. Because by that time, obviously the pokies have been in for a while, and people just thought it was just sitting there, like not getting excited over a big win like that. But here I was, and this lady told me how wonderful it was to see someone excited like that. Maybe they just got used to having that go off like that, you know, from time to time, or seeing it. But anyway, another lady came up to me and said, you know, there was a dear old soul who was there all afternoon, spent a shitload of money on that machine. And I said, I probably just won what she put in. So yes, I've always had luck with the pokies, but I've never gone in there to win. I've only ever gone in there with $1 in my pocket, or sometimes I'll do in $5 or $10 or $20. Yeah, I just spend that, and most of the time I win. Or many years ago I did. I don't know if I'd still win. Doubt I'll be that lucky. Oh, Mike is gonna leave his bags to Trude in his will. Oh, Trude, I hope you've got a spare room, because it sounds like you might need them. Need it. Yeah, pokey trips were fun, from what I remember. Well, I've never been on one, to be honest, but my auntie used to talk about them all the time. I was on the cheat machine, so paranoid not to spend too much each bet. I know. Here you are. Just anything practical, lots of pockets so I can keep all the shit in the bag. Yes. The most I ever won was 4,600. Ooh. Oh, do ya? Oh, nice. That's cute. That's cute. I haven't had a piggy bank for such a long time. I remember when Bank SA handed out the robot piggy banks, and you put your money in, and it would give you a message as the thing got heavier. It would be on a spring, and it would go down, and there was this little window, and you get a message. I mean, my piggy bank, the first message is start saving. It very, very rarely got off that start saving line. Penelope, if my husband wins, I don't demand half, I demand all of it. Absolutely. I got some money, a substantial amount of money, for reasons I won't go into. It's got nothing to do with winning or anything like that. It's just, or selling drugs or anything illegal, nothing like that. It's just, and a friend of mine asked to borrow, I think it was $500. $500? Was it that much? Or 1,000? And I happily, I said, because I trusted them, I said yes. I did get it back, just so we know, I did get it back. But I may not have, because I knew she was a pokey person. I don't want to label, but I know she liked to spend her time at the pokies. I found out later how much time she used to like to spend at the pokies, and I think I was damn lucky I got it back. Did anyone else go through their change and keep unique looking coins? Yes, I have. I had a huge collection of 50-cent pieces once, and I have no idea what the hell happened to them. I had round ones, I had 150 anniversary ones. I had collector's edition 50-cent coins. I had them all, and for the life of me, I do not know what happened to them. They were in a little tin. They were in a tin, a nice tin. I called it my powder puff tin because it looked like a powder puff. You know, the old-fashioned powder puffs that your mother used to use. I did give him half. I was a bit of a doormat back in the day. No, don't do. Grumpy Bear doesn't like cash, and that's fair enough. Do you prefer just tapping? I'm guessing. Yeah, Jill is a very kind person. He's too kind sometimes. And yeah, we've all been there. Oh, 94. Why did I say not 86? It was 94, you're right. Oh, where did I get... Oh, 90... Did I say 86 or 96? It must have been 1994. Because I was in... No, I was at uni at the time. I do remember when the pokies first came in, I did actually... a friend of mine and I did actually specifically go out to a pub one night to play the pokies. But that was the only, like, time that I ever did that. Oh, no, actually, that's probably a lie, because I probably did it a couple times, you know, go and play the pokies. So I shouldn't say that. I probably did more often than once. But it wasn't a regular thing. Thank you, Shelley. As much as I tried to be kind, even the angry person in Peter was like, smile, man. Yeah, oh, yes. Oh, we had some angry ones in Peterborough. Oh, they were shocking. The most unfriendly, rudest bunch of trips that I've ever known. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Pubs can do well without the pokies. I think they do even better without the pokies than with the pokies. Because once your money's spent, you know, that's it. Because when they came in, you had this display cabinet of things you could win with your jackpot points or club points or whatever it were. You get points, and it had this big, huge cabinet displays. You'd have vouchers in the messenger in the local newspapers that people would steal people's messages and collect all the vouchers, then cash in all the vouchers and just collect the money without playing the pokies. And, you know, they had the ATM right next to the pokies, and they had free tea and coffee there. And over time, the government, seeing what was happening, would change the laws. So the first law changed was the club... No, the first law change was the... where the ATMs could sit in relation to the poker machines to make it harder for people to get money out. But I do believe they started purchasing machines where you could just put notes into the machine and not coins, I think. The second change was the club's points. You see all these empty display cabinets in all the pubs you went, where they used to display all the prizes you could win by collecting these points and stuff, and they were all empty, so they got rid of that. They had to serve food. They were forced to serve food as part of the deal of having pokies, and then they started limiting the number of pokies that a pub could have. But yeah, if they do get rid of pokies, the government will have to somehow subsidise the amount of money required to make those changes, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Western Australia don't have pokies in pubs, just the casino. Only go once to the Blue Moon. Yeah, the casino was great. Going to the casino was great. And you'd have to dress up. You'd have to frock up to the casino. Now you can just walk in any old which way you want to. So it's not even like an evening out anymore. Yeah, it is good to have a flutter once in a while. Oh yeah, live music, yes. The live music gave way to the pokies. Yeah. What snacks did you get for tonight? I didn't have any snacks tonight. I actually had a whole heap of snacks when I went on our short trip. And I didn't even think about snacks tonight. I should have. I think I've got some in there, but I don't want to open them. I've been putting on a bit of weight lately, so I've been trying to lose it, and I think I've been losing a little bit of it because I wore a shirt the other day that seemed a bit looser on me than it normally is. So I'm getting there. Stubby beer bottles were 1 cent, long necks 2 cents, glass 1 litre bottles were 20 cents, and the rest were 5. Really? Oh, there you go. I thought they were all 5 cents. Now it's all 10, regardless of what size. I was at a party in the poker machine. I thought I read something else for a minute. When I go to Aldi, I pay cash. Cause then you don't pay. I know if you pay credit at Aldi, they charge you a fee. If you put in a PIN number, they won't charge you a fee. And if you pay cash, they don't charge you a fee. They have the loudest music. All psychological stuff too. That's proven music and lifestyle gaming. Way to make it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's another rule they changed. They said the music had to be turned down so that people couldn't hear it. So that if your pokies, because most of the pokies are usually right near the dining room, and yeah, they were forced. The pubs were forced to have the music down low, so there wasn't blaring into the other areas, enticing people into the pokies. You're right. You're right. Oh my god, yes, I have had the guilts in the past. Losers in gaming rooms, and I have won on the same machines. Oh yes! I tell you, I did. Here I am saying I don't go to the pokies, and I've got a story for every scenario. So I'm making a liar out of myself. But we are talking about, what, 94, 2004, 14, 24. We are talking about 40 odd years, so I guess I could have a few stories. This lady was on a machine, right? And she got off, and I must have jumped on her machine, like, pretty soon after she got off. And I'm there, and I was winning, and yada, yada, yada. And she came up to me. You're only playing that because you heard my machine singing. What do you want about? Get away from me, lady. A lady who lived up the road from me many years ago was a pokies addict. They were going to lose their house, so Mr. sold it, and him and his son purchased another. Oh wow. And she didn't see a penny of that money, I guess, I'm guessing. I would hate to be in a relationship with somebody who played the pokies. Absolutely. Well, who were addicted to pokies. Oh, good night, John. Have a good day tomorrow. Sleep well. Around 50 cents worth. Yes, it was. If you could get, like, you had a 5-cent bag, was it 1 cent bag worth of lollies? No, because the lollies themselves were 1 cent and half a cent. 5-cent bag of lollies, 10-cent bag of lollies, 20-cent bag of lollies, and that's if you were, a bit, burning in your pocket. But if you got a 50-cent bag of lollies or a $1 bag of lollies, you were fucking rich. How far behind am I? Because we've been talking about coin collection ages ago. I have a coin collection, good Queen Victorian coins, 1 pennies. Oh wow. Yeah, I had a couple of older, I lost them too. Bloody hell. See, for me, everyone's saying goodnight to John. And see, for me, I bought games and still have them. And even though I don't game anymore, I still have them instead of feeding a machine. Yep, absolutely. I do play online. I play the Facebook poker machines. I don't mind doing that. I'm a miserable bastard. I don't lend money to anyone. Good on you. That's probably a really good attitude to have. That's actually being quite sensible. I take my hat off to you if I was wearing a wig. That's not being miserable, that's being smart. My nan's house was a pub. Really? Really? Wow. How exciting. Is she still? No, she wouldn't be alive. I doubt it. Oh, threepence. Yeah, that would be fun. It's sad, true. My mum knew a couple that ended up splitting up because the hubby would live in the pokies and even more adult diapers to keep playing. Ooh! Ooh! Happy New Year, Julie! Welcome in. I hope you're doing alright. Ooh! Could you imagine the smell? Yuck! Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh! Oh my God, Shelley. If it were the people in shops serving rude, were the people in the shops serving? We went to, well, the Mitre 10 ladies, they weren't very, they were a bit rude. There is a story behind that, but I'm not too sure if I should tell it or not. They weren't very nice. But the lady, there was a young lass at Foodland. She was really nice. The servers at the coffee shop, they were pretty alright too. Not the best, but just polite enough so as not to make anyone not want to come back. Let's put it this way. I can't believe I made one. Yeah, that's wonderful. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I'll be on hopefully for another hour. I do have to work tomorrow. I've got a 9 o'clock start, but I'm in my 90, believe it or not. Have a look at my arm. I'm all pink. Pubs here have a big food culture. Lot people go there to eat and not even drink. They have coffee and tea and family facilities like playgrounds, and the food's always good mostly. Yeah, actually, we had similar. We had pubs that did have children's play areas, some of our pubs did have playgrounds. You know, I can't say that people didn't drink, because a lot of people did. That must be a South Australian way of life, maybe more than any other state, perhaps. I don't know. I'm just guessing there. But yeah, ours were a lot more family friendly than they are now. A lot of the playgrounds have been taken down. Kids spaces were gone for the pokies. The entertainment areas were gone, and they were great. The bands were great. I used to go to my local a lot, which is still my local, the Highlander Hotel, and they had Planet Square, and they had a DJ who used to do little quizzes, and you know, they had, who else did they have? That was my favourite. Planet Square was my favourite. Absolute favourite. The drummer wore a bright sequin frock. Oh, I was so jealous. He was so skinny. He looked absolutely amazing. But they used to do a lot of, they were very popular. And I think they're still going. I'm pretty sure they're still going around. But yeah, but once the pokies came in, and that only and then like the whole cabaret, the live band thing sort of died off a bit. But I think they created an upstairs room, or built an upstairs and reintroduced the dance floor. And now the bottom part is a full-on, just a dining room, like dining space, and not a dining / band space. I miss those old days where it was a dining and band, and then you'd be finishing your meal and the band would come on after the kitchen closed, and the band would come on and you'd be sitting there having a drink. You've had your meal, you had your drinks, you're listening to the band, or you're listening to the DJ, or whoever. They were great days. That doesn't happen anymore, not much. At least not to my knowledge. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But it seems that dining rooms are dining rooms, and no bands unless they've got another different sort of space. Oh well, that's definitely a bad addiction when you're doing things like that. Absolutely. Where are you from, Mikey? Mikey's in Perth. So am I. I really love the way our pub and small bar scene is now. I love our city. Yay. Come walking with me, Heather. We will lose the kilos together. Absolutely. I would love to. I need to move to Perth. I need a new friend. Only joking. I wouldn't leave Drew. Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Only teasing. Of course I'd leave Drew. In a heartbeat. I guess Drew need to reinvent pub food. Really again. We could have decent pubs with no pokey. Actually, you're right. I think our pub food has gone downhill over the years. I used to love a chicken parmesan. Absolutely loved them. And it really was. You could go to any pub and you'd be guaranteed you'd be ranking the top quality chicken parmesans amongst all the pubs. They were great. And my most favourite one was down on the river when we went to visit Werner's dad in Berry. I can't remember the name of the town. It's on the river. You go to Walker's Flat and then you turn left, and instead of going right to Berry, you just go down the road a bit to this town. I can't remember what it's called. And then you have to come up and then go off to Berry. But it was our favourite pub to have lunch or dinner whenever we were going there. And their parmesans were about $5 more expensive than the average ones in Adelaide. But they were the best chicken parmesans I'd ever had. Until if anyone can recognise that voice, let me know. Went there one day, got a chicken parmigiana. It was absolutely disgusting. I said to when I said I am never having a chicken parmy here ever again. It was revolting. Absolutely the worst I'd ever had. And the parmies actually started to decline all over the place. And I very rarely get a parmigiana anymore. Because the meals are shit. Perth and WA are the best, Shelley, I agree. True, craving a decent pub meal now. All this pub talk. So am I, Trude. And sure was, Shelley, they lost a home worth 2 million. Oh, back in 1998. Wow. If I remember right, when it all happened, plus their marriage and family destroyed by pokies. Absolutely. I wonder what is the best state in Australia. I honestly don't know, because I love them for all different reasons. I'd live in South Australia because I like the climate and I like the pace. I'd live in Queensland because I love the climate, and parts of Brisbane I do love. I'd live in Melbourne because I like the culture, but it's too cold, so I can't live in Melbourne. I love Perth. I did enjoy being there when I was there last time, or my only time. That was great, and I could actually live in Perth. I heard it's got a great queer culture there too. Really, really supportive and amazing, with several gay bars, so I'd like that. And I think the weather's pretty good over there as well. Probably more stable over there than is here at the moment. So yeah, different states for different reasons. New South Wales, Sydney, not alright. New South Wales, yeah, maybe country New South Wales, perhaps one of the bigger towns might be alright, but yes, that's true. They do. Yeah, I think Western Australia and South Australia are pretty good tie up. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. We should join up and make a super state. Yes. Well, once upon a time, South Australia was Western Australia, because you had Eastern Australia and then Western Australia. I think that was before there was a certain point where nothing beyond that line had been explored. It was all Western Australia, just bush. Need to suss Western Australia. Never been, got very distant relatives there. Yeah, it's worth going. It's got a lot of history. I enjoy living in Perth. Pretty laid back and relaxed. Nice beaches. Yeah, you got some really beautiful beaches. And dining scenes. I enjoy travelling. Yeah, so do I. Yeah. I remember spending a lot of time at Subiaco. At Subiaco shopping centre in the food court. It was cheap. And I think for lunch we just used to go find our way back to the Subiaco food court. It was good. I've got 2 travels this year planned. 2 weeks in Japan, wacky do. That sounds exciting. And 1 week on the Gold Coast to see your... Oh, Trude. The Gold Coast, yay. I wouldn't mind going to the Gold Coast to see what it's like. I never got to Perth, but Queensland, have lived in Victoria and South Australia now for most of the time. Love bits of them all. I'd like to see WA. Yeah. WA's got a lot of band and shit too. As well as history. My sister did Darwin last year and loved it. Oh, what's Auntie up to for her birthday? I don't, honestly, true, I don't know. I don't normally do birthdays. I don't normally do birthdays unless they've got an O at the end of them. And that's when I get really, really depressed because I'm entering a new decade in my life. But I'm really not sure. I haven't made any plans. I know I've got Mum coming around on Sunday for coffee for my birthday. Okay, gorgeous girl. We are still going through the funeral arrangements. Exactly what I need. Thank you, Grumpy. Look, my condolences and my love to you. I hope everything goes smoothly for you. It is a tragic loss to lose your sister, and yeah, I hope you find the courage and the strength to get through this. And the worst thing is that people will be around you the whole time up until the funeral, and maybe a week, a few days after the funeral. This is in my experience, but eventually everyone it all just stops, and you find yourself alone dealing with the aftermath of the planning and the funeral and everybody being around and so forth. So yes, I hope everything goes well. Take care of yourself, and I hope you've got a good support network and family around as well, because it does happen. I've had many experiences with death of family over the years, and it does tend to happen that you get all this support up until the time of the funeral and on the day, and then nothing. It's just gone, and all of a sudden you're just like left alone with your thoughts. And so yeah, just be kind to yourself. I have wanted to do the Kimberley region and Broome and Monkey Mia Shark Bay too. Nice. Cousin grandson are coming too. Nice. Should be fun. Matt's never been. Oh, he'll have something to talk about. And I hope I wasn't too late for Grumpy to hear that. Anyway, giving you my love. Love and healing to your family. Absolutely. What do kids do now? Hang out? I don't know. They're breaking into abandoned buildings and trashing them. That's what they're doing. No, we don't. And you say at least so many smaller theme parks have closed to up shop. Yes, they have. Theme parks, you know, like a computer game, like Downtown and Time Zone and all those places, all our theme parks and stuff. You know, what have they replaced it with? Dirt bike tracks, skateboard tracks they have, but not everyone's into dirt biking and skateboarding. You know, I don't know, it's hard. Bowling, I think we've got one bowling, 10-pin bowling place left. We only have a venture park in Perth. Very expensive entry fee. I do wish we had a good thing. Yeah, we used to have Water World. The dolphins. You go in and look at the dolphins doing tricks. What else did we have? I can't think. Oh, we had all sorts. Yeah, the digital games, phones, etc. all took away from the real world slowly but surely. Also, many places are locked up or hard to access kids, I think. I would have taken, just getting down there would have put me off. I would have been at the top waving goodbye as they all climbed down. I'm like, nah, no way. No way. Pretty sure we had Luna Park here, 50% sure, but it closed. Yes, we did. We started off. Luna Park started off in Adelaide. But like all our premiers, we sell it to the highest bidder. Everything to the highest bidder, and usually Victoria. That's the thing. I think Victoria are jealous of us South Australians. When we get something, they're like these little, like the old, like the firstborn. Mine, 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 mine. They behave like firstborn kids when the youngest gets something and the firstborn, mine, 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 mine. Gimme. Victoria as a kid had a few good places. Yeah, housing development. The Court. The Court is a public queer pub in the... Yeah, oh, I never got to the queer pubs. I was only 16. Gunnell. Yes, we did. Yeah, that's right. Oh, we had a connections in Adelaide. Do you think SA supportive of the queer? Yeah. Yes. Actually, the government have been very supportive of LGBTQI plus community over the years. We've had 2 governments in a row, even though they're opposition to each other, that have really done a lot to support the LGBTIQA plus community. And I think South Australia is pretty good. I'm not accounting for individual people who are haters, but I think in general, we've systematically we're a lot better, and I think we're in a lot better place than a lot of other states as well. But it's really hard because there's been you know what's been going on social media. I don't need to point it out. I try not to delve too much into the crap that goes on social media because it just depresses me too much. And that of course has a backlash and comes into people's living rooms, live screens, TVs and all that sort of thing. It does have an effect on us. It's a tough one. A lot of splintering seems to go here in South Australia. I've got a queer community myself, more diverse and interesting and freer than SA. Oh yeah, South Australia is very conservative in general. Having said that, we are still conservative, but I think our protections are a lot broader, or fairly broad. I got told to put on a shirt again, yes. Oh dear. Caving is not an easy thing. I haven't seen the bloopers one yet. The part where they left you, I was like, I hope they come back, yes. I'm not part of the community, so I guess I don't see all the bias bullshit. Oh, I see it too much. Oh, they are good eggs, Mikey. Yeah. I would too, but mind you, I wouldn't have gotten down that hill. No way would he gotten me down that cliff. When my parents passed away, it was me and my brother sort of laying them to rest 2 years apart, and then after the funeral having to sort wills etc. took around a year each time I get that 2 hugs. Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy, hey Shelley. My folks endured the same, plus a will fight that drained the estate funds away. Oh no. Oh dear. Yes, the love of money is the root of all evil. We had Atlantis Water Park when I was young with dolphins. Yeah. Nice, going there for school excursions, yeah. But SA's queer community is rather, you know so-and-so, and then they don't like you, and that's something very... Oh, South Australia's like that in general, does not necessarily the bloody queer community. I mean, the queer community is known for it, and probably worse than the wider community, but There's 0 degrees of separation in South Australia. Absolutely 0 degrees of separation. They had a place called Marine. That's it, Marineland. Yes. That closed down too. That closed down. I remember going to Marineland in school. God, it sounds like Werner's starting to play the wedding march. Oh, too old to get married. So what's the time? It's 10 o'clock. I'm starting to get a bit tired. So I don't know if I'm going to get the full way through the next half an hour. We'll see how I go. Yeah, that. Oh, and Fairyland. Who remembers? Is it Fairyland or Storytown? Storytown in the hills. Storytime Town or something like that. It was in the hills and it had these cabins and it would show all the fairy tales like Cinderella, and they had the kids in the oven, their legs sticking out or something like that, and the witch's house and the 3 bears and Goldilocks. And do you remember that, Trude? Story that's abandoned. Apparently that's like there. It's closed down and it's there, and it's abandoned, but it's still privately owned, and you can't get into it. Storytown or what was it called? Because I remember going there on excursions back in primary school. A safari park. Oh, nice. Oh no. No, you don't. Oh God, the people that get me organised for a wedding will probably have me in a gimp suit. Yeah, I want to go to Monarto too one day. I live here, I've never been. That would be wonderful. Apparently Monarto was supposed to be a satellite city. It started off as a satellite city to put all government workers up there, but nobody wanted it. So they turned it into a zoo instead. Apparently it's got some abandoned buildings or some remnants of what was supposed to be the satellite city. Like they were supposed to live there and work there. You're either Twinkle in Your Dad's Eye there or two. Yeah. Fairyland, that's the one. Was it Fairyland? It could have been... It could have been that. Yeah, it could have been Loberthal. I'm not sure. Do I have any naughty jokes to tell you? Oh, I did come across one the other day, but I've forgotten what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. I'm sure I'll come up with something. So would you you could do that. Don't tell the bride Werner plans your wedding. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. No, 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 no. That would be a disaster. An absolute disaster. I can just picture Werner picking out my wedding dress. Yeah, I think he might have sold the items off, but I think there's lots still there. Yeah. It was very much a junior primary thing. Yeah. Elephants from Perth Zoo are there now, yeah. message me on Facebook. I will. I'll see if I can. I've got to remember it first. My address for buckle bags. Oh, Trude, you're hilarious. You are. What can we do with you? You know, quite regularly, Drew would like do something really embarrassing, and we'd say, you know, the same old thing, you know, can't take you anywhere, and I pipe up and say, well, we can take him anywhere, but we just want to send him back again. Your address for a donation of $1 million? Yeah. You and me both, Drew. All donations welcome. Oh! That's what I was going to do. If we had coverage, I was going to do one of those goal things up in the chat. And I'll say for like 20 super chats, Werner, Drew and I would have done a nudie run down the middle of the Chirawi Main Street. Didn't we? We said we would do that. I mean, there's no one there. We couldn't have got arrested. There's no police in Chirawi. And by the time they got up to Chirawi, we'd be gone. Oh, dear. Oh, excuse me. You have to work hard for that, Drew. Wink, wink. Yes. I dare say he would. Very hard. Oh my god. Haha. Imagine if the government gave everyone 1 million exactly each. Wonder what would happen. I don't know. Good question. Some would spend it on the pokies. Is this a provisional $1 million or one of those? Like, here it is, spend it any way you like. Yeah. I miss Perme and Putra Mass. But they love it. Oh yeah, they do apparently. They've settled in quite nicely. Well, they certainly would. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they have been actually. And so have the polar bears. I watched polar bears boxing with a cube of ice that's dangling off a tree. Was it the polar bears or the pandas? I can't remember. I think it was polar bears I watched doing that. That was funny. That was so cute. Just a gift of 1 million each to everyone. Yes, I wonder. Yes. Well, that's called the base universal income. Or base income, universal income. A lot of countries do that. Like, everyone gets, well, not a lot of countries. One of the Scandinavian countries, actually, their welfare system actually provides everyone with the same income, and it's substantial enough that they can live off that income. But they still have a very low unemployment rate. So there you go. Shelley Balmer was playing Sandbars when I saw her. Oh, nice. Check on the internet for lost money that the government owes people. You can check. I have not owed anything. Damn. I'll check. Every now and then I'll check the superannuation thingy to see if I've got a super fund that I don't know about, but apparently not. If we all had $1 million, no one would work, and you couldn't spend it. That's true, but toxic, like, yeah, there would be people out there who wouldn't work. And honestly, it will only go so far. You know, the way some people can spend, some people are very frivolous and will just go through it like that. People who have won lotto, you know, have gone through their money very, very quickly. Certainly didn't last them a lifetime. But there are people out there who would work, because people offer people out there who would still work, who would have the money and yet still work because they love doing what they do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I couldn't sit around. You know, I couldn't sit around all day doing absolutely nothing. If I was given $1 million, I'd probably work so hard on my YouTube it's not funny, and try my best to get around. But yeah, I don't know. That's just what that's just. Oh, excuse me, I really am yawning. Yep, they just need the TFN to check for lost money. Okay, maybe I'll do that one day. But it is. I got some of the stimulus bonuses, but not all of them, and I don't know why. It was very good. We need another recession. Actually, I think we're almost going into a recession. One of my cousins was on it. He was owed $40, so I sent it to him, and he laughed. He said he should have a few more zeros on it. I certainly pumped it back into the yes. And a small crew to help me for apps. Oh yeah, I'd get a producer. I'd hire a producer. That's what I'd do. See if they can make my videos better. Because I can't seem to make them better by myself. Oh, but anyway, never mind. Oh, hang on. You sent me a message. Hang on a minute. Let me check my messenger. Oh, that's beautiful. This is... Mike sent this to me. Mikey, walking with Mikey. Mikey sent me this. I don't know if you can see it, but isn't that amazing? That sunset right now in Perth, in Perth, Western Australia. That is absolutely beautiful. You've actually got a very good eye for photography, I must say. Okay, good night, Julie. Sleep well. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm not going to be on for much longer. I really am. Oh. I should have a look at the economic key indicators. You could be right. The average comic corrections. Small, but it happens. Yeah. Who knows? But I'm starting to get tired. I think I need to go to bed and get my head back into the swing of getting up and going for work in the morning, which I haven't had to do for 9 days. And it's been absolute bliss, I must tell you. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now we've got a sunrise at Teresa's. Okay, so that was this morning's sunrise. Even in the morning, the sun looked hot here in South Australia. That's lovely too. That's beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they look brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, well, I'm running out of steam, my lovely people, so I'm going to wish you all a very good night. Thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. I think next week we'll talk about what it's really like to travel with Drew and Werner. But I should have them on here so they can have the right of reply. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it sounds like. That's the something pan. I can't remember. Okay, well, good night, Drew. Thank you. Good night, Michael. Thank you very much, Mikey, for being here. I do appreciate you. Keep up the great work with your channel. Who else is on here? True is here. Good night. Julie's gone. Good night, Julie. Thank you, Shelley. Good night. Thank you. Cool weekend, absolutely. I think Dee's still around. Is Dee still around? Toxic. Thank you, Toxic. Oh, thank you. It's been wonderful, absolutely amazing. Sunday night, I hope we're back to reading Reddit stories. An epic one. I was going to do one just before Christmas, but it was too much to organise. It was just so busy. Busy time. Van Houser, if you're still there, thank you so much. I don't know if you're there. I know you like listening in the background sometimes, which is cool. And other people listening in the background, amazing. Who else do I need to say goodnight to? Drew, I've said goodnight to Drew. Bye-bye, Julie, gone to bed. Toxic, I've said goodnight to Toxic. Shelley, goodnight, Shelley. Megan Paul, I think Megan's still there. Good night, Megan. And I think that's about it. Okay, well. Oh, keep smiling, everyone. Make the world wonder what you've been up to. Goodbye.
Step into the unknown. Faced with
Night, Dee.
through hallways.